Okay, so I realized that are we zoomed in or zoomed out right now? What's going on here? I realized, like yesterday, I have no idea what day it is. I've been telling you guys the dates, but I don't know if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. I just know it's January, and then I look at my watch because, oh yeah, the Leatherman Tread Tempo, and it has the date right there. So that's how I know the date, but I do not know the days. This schedule, this routine I'm on, I apologize so much for this shaking. We're back underway. What was I saying? Darn, this schedule, the 4 to 8 with overtime in there and docking and undocking, and the days are just like blending together. I really don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, if it's gonna make this trip faster or just really tiresome. Like I said, I'm feeling like I'm finally getting into the routine of things. And then we pulled into Anchorage yesterday, and I'm probably gonna throw some clips in of the unloading, loading. Maybe, I don't know, in the beginning of this video I showed it, or somewhere. Maybe right now. But we pulled in, they started the mooring operation, the unloading at like 9:30, and total time it took them roughly 10-11 hours to unload and then reload the ship back up. But last night, surprisingly, today wasn't that bad. So they got done, what, it's like 10-11 hours. They got done at like 10:30, I think, right around 10:30, right? So I mean, it was like 12 hours, but you put in lunch and dinner in there or whatever, and that was with, I think they took off like 100 containers or something. I can't remember. But anyways, because they finished at 10:30, I got called out. I did my gangway watch. If you've seen from the clips, whether I put them in before this or if I'm putting it in right now, from when we showed up, you could see there's like the dock, and there's like the snow right on the edge of the dock. When we pulled up and got alongside, that snow was actually level with the poop deck, the main deck. It was level. And then throughout the day, I'll have to throw the clip of the video right in here, but the ship actually lowered down probably like a good 12 feet below the dock, and then right when we were leaving, we were actually like 6 feet above it. I mean, they told me that the water level at that dock can rise up and down like 30 feet sometimes. And seeing it just like on watch slowly going up was just nuts. But yeah, so I did my watch. I got off at 8, and I didn't work overtime earlier I did an hour in the morning when we first moored up to the dock, and then they didn't allow me to work overtime the rest of the day because they're gonna need me to undock the ship at the end of the day. End of the day. They called me out 9:30 for 10. So at 10 o'clock, I went to the back of the ship. There's a special gangway that the Anchorage port provides for us because the ship because the tide rises up and down so much. It's like a special gangway that hangs over and rolls up and down as the ship comes up and down. It was pretty cool. But I went to the back of the ship because we're supposed to take that off at 10, but they were still loading up the last like 18 containers. So we ended up standing around standby for like 30 minutes until they actually finished. And then when they got the last container on, I want to say another 10-15 minutes, they lifted up the gangway. We had to hook up some wires to it, and they lifted it up, pulled it off the ship, and just like that, we were dropping the line, or the longshoremen were dropping the lines. We were pulling them in and pulling out. In total, we didn't get done, so it was like 10:30. By the time they let me go, it was like 11:40. Obviously, I had to call up Charmaine because I'm not gonna have service for another couple days. We have Wi-Fi here, but it's not enough to do calls. It's just enough to send text messages. So I called her up right when I got up to my room, 11:45, and I talked to her for maybe like 20 minutes, took a quick shower, and I was in bed by 12:30. And then I had to wake up at 3:20 to be back on watch at 3:45. Charmaine, when I told her that, you know, I was saying goodnight, I gotta go, I gotta be up in 2.5 hours for watch, she was like, there's no way that's legal, that blah 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 blah. Is legal. I'm gonna make a video on how the work rest hours work. I keep mentioning it. For watch standards, STCWs require 10 hours off in a 24-hour period, but I haven't quite figured out how that works, because I guess the 24-hour period, it's not like, you know, a set time, 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. the next day, or midnight to midnight the next. It's not like that. It's a 24-hour period that actually slides, and when you input the hours, that's where it's confusing. I haven't fully understood it yet. Like I said, I'll make a separate video for that. But I got like 2.5 hours of sleep. I went to watch again 4 to 8. I got off at 8, and then as soon as I came down here to my room, I think by 8:30 I was out. I was sleeping, no overtime, because I can't, because I didn't have enough rest hours. So I slept till about 12 o'clock today. Yeah, today. That's what I'm saying, these days are blending together. I slept till 12 o'clock today, got up, I did some training videos, and then I went back to watch. In total, I feel fine. I feel great, surprisingly. I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow, but that's a whole nother story. But in the past 36 hours, I've really only got, I don't know, I got two and a half last night, like almost 4 this morning, 6 hours. But here is where tomorrow we're gonna be getting into Dutch Harbor, and the whole evolution's gonna start again. I think we should be pulling in sometime in the evening, and they're only doing, I think they took off like 200 containers in Anchorage. I don't know, but I know when in Dutch they're gonna be taking off like around 100, and they're saying that it should only take about 6 to 8 hours, which means we're gonna pull in the evening between 5 and 6, and we're scheduled to leave sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. and at 3:45 I gotta be back on watch. So basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to sleep right now, wake up at 3, right now it's 8:35 p.m. or 20:35. I'm gonna wake up at 3:15 a.m. do my 4 hours of watch. They're probably not gonna let me work overtime because they're probably gonna need me to save my overtime hours for when we leave at midnight or 2 a.m. So when I get off at 8, I'm probably gonna take another 4 to 5 hour nap to try and build up some energy, do my watch, and get off. Oh, I could take a nap when I get off tomorrow, I guess. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But do you see how the amount of sleep and work that I'm getting, how these days can just blend together? It's nuts. And like I said, surprisingly, I haven't crashed. I haven't got like a drowsy feeling. I'm getting like the perfect amount of naps in. But who knows, maybe after tomorrow I might crash. Maybe not. So that's it. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and if I haven't already thrown some clips in from yesterday's events, enjoy those. I'll see you guys in the next video.